October 7th, 1996. An image seen far off in the horizon. Welcome to Magic's second standalone set, Mirage. Players would travel across Dominaria to the southern continent of Jamuraa. Here they would discover rich new cultures as they crossed through grasslands, rocky tar pits, and mountain valleys. In the wake of the Planeswalker Teferi's disappearance, players would harness the power of spells such as Cadaverous Bloom, Tombstone Stairwell, and Lion's Eye Diamond. Will our two filthy casuals uncover the whereabouts of Zalfir's greatest mage, or will they be lost in the desert?
You thought this would be a serious dive into Magic's insane backlog of iconic sets alongside two professional players? This isn't anything close, but if you wanted to watch two clowns who started the game after the borders changed from this to this, then look no further. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection and, of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not your power gamer racking up wins at your local game store. We're just a couple of filthy casuals, and this is our progression series.
Oh, hello there. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, my name is Kieran.
My name is Colin.
And we are Filthy Casuals, where we always choose the rare while we draft because value.
Gotta make your money back somehow.
That's so just not how that works.
Well, you like buy into a draft? I mean, I don't know. Sometimes.
No, for sure. If you open like a $20 draft card, you take that shit. I don't give a shit what color you're playing. But if you're playing, God, man, the amount of shit we probably grabbed as kids, just like being like, ooh.
Oh, dude, I remember. I forget what set it was, but there was the 5-color sliver, and I got it as my rare in the opening pack. It was like $15. I passed that shit.
Yeah.
I was like,
now it's like
I'm not gonna play 5 colors in draft.
$30 card. That one is a little harder to guess, but yeah, for sure. Anyways, that soft-spoken intro actually kind of threw me off a bit. We're Filthy Casuals, and we are here for episode 6, and today we are traveling to a plane that eludes my mind, but it's not Dominaria. It is the plane that focuses around the set called Mirage.
Good old Mirage.
And we'll talk about that a little bit in a bit. But Colin, alliances, what happened?
I'd rather not talk about it personally, but
Well, you know what? I'll leave it to you to talk to your own team, your team about it on one-on-one. I'm not gonna. I don't need to pry, but the series is that we're on episode 6, I believe. Episode 7 is the end of season 2.
got two more cracks at it. The real question is this all going according to my plan?
Ooh, I see how you're trying to play that. This is all just part of the master plan, like master craft strategy.
Who'd put Barbary apes in their deck for real anyways? Ugh, God, disgusting.
I like nobody even commented about that. You're just shitting on yourself.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
Could be a sleeper hit.
That's fair. Colin's Barbary ape choices aside, we have some comments from our episode 5, Dark Alliances, which I'm not gonna lie, the name for that episode and the title card came together at the last minute because neither Colin nor I could think of a better name for the Alliances episode, given the episode tough. And everything around it. It was tough. Usually we get it pretty quick. Usually we come up with a name like...
It's like before we start playing too. I think this was like the one instance where we started playing and be like, oh, it'll come to us. And at the end of it, we're like, oh man, that sucked.
Yeah. So I just went with gamey, memey vibes. So, but it turned out well. I was quite happy with the way it finished. But we have some comments from you guys. And as always, if you send a comment down below, especially within the first several hours of the episode coming out, you're probably more likely to make the episode on the following day.
We cut it pretty close with these. Please comment fast.
That's right, comment faster. But our first comment comes from Ingus McDingus Egg. And you know what? Ingus McDingus Egg, you just immediately reminded me that I have taken way too long since the last time I played with my Rook Eggs. And I think Rook Egg's still a good card, so...
It's pretty sick considering you have the sack outlets for it.
Yeah, so I might have to go back to some Rook Egg strategies. But Ingus McDingus Egg says, unban Hill Giant, you coward. Now, given the singular you, and the coward being non-plural. I'm going to assume he's talking to me. And I just want to let you know, Ingus McDingus, if I had the power to unban things, Hill Giant would not be the first on my list. I think I might unban my strip mines.
How about this, Kieran? If I assemble all 8 bands, does that turn into one ban? Or unban? So then I can unban Hill Giant.
Unban Hill Giant by wasting 8 of your own bands?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know how the math works on that one, but...
Everyone, we heard that. Everything's going according to plan.
Perfect. But no, Ingus McDingus Egg, we don't have any plans right now at the moment to unban anything. Maybe though, it's an interesting thought. I know your comment was kind of a dig at me, but it is an actual interesting idea. Maybe to have some sort of unbanning in the future. Maybe when we hit some unsets, that could be a little fun reward for that unbanning.
I like that. I like that flavor.
Yeah,
that's kind of terrifying, but yeah, let's do it.
Unbanning. You could get your ancestral recall back. Pretty good.
After my Hill Giant, of course.
Yes, of course, after your Hill Giant. Our second comment comes from Daniel Millen. He's always, you know what, Daniel, you're always one of the first ones to comment, and you always have good, insightful takes, and so we're always happy to feature your comments. But like I said, if anybody else wants their comments featured, the earlier, the better. But Daniel Millen gives us kind of an interesting take. Bolduvian Horde was bonkers back in the day. At one point, it was a $25 card. You have to remember, this is back like in the 90s, I think, right? 1996 still we're in. Now, $25 is like today's $35, $40 probably with inflation, if I had to guess. So $25 card is actually quite substantial. And however, it dies to Hydroblast, which is true. Gorilla Shaman's nickname, I don't know if you saw this one called.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Mox Monkey. For 1 red, he eats Moxin, nom nom nom.
Yep.
Helm of Obedience is another great card from the set. Dude Ranch, aka Kelderan Outpost, saw lots of play back in the day. I wish I had more than one copy because I would love to make a Dude Ranch deck.
Dude Ranch deck would be sick.
All the cards in the cycle with the Force of Will are decent. They are just overshadowed by the power of Force of Will that they get no love, which, yeah, I mean, Force of Will is a powerhouse.
Totally, yeah, no, by far the best of like that little set.
For sure. So thank you, Daniel, for the background information. I can't wait to play my Mox Monkey Dude Ranch deck. It's gonna be great. But we are going to jump right into Mirage now. Gonna get right into it. Mirage was an African-themed set, which is kind of cool. One of the few African-themed set, I think, or maybe the only one. And it took place, I believe, over 3 planes. And one of the planes was the plane of Zalfir, which is where Teferi is from. So Teferi is introduced, I believe, as a character in this set, or in the lore of this set. And obviously, for those who know Magic, Teferi is a huge character in the lore. But yeah, Mirage was 15 card packs, came out October 2016, October 1996. And yeah, I'm pretty sure people look fondly at Mirage and Visions, which is the next one after it, I believe, that came after. But yeah, Mirage introduces a few new mechanics, and we'll go through the cards here quick and point out any that jump up to us. I'm actually pretty unfamiliar with this period of Magic, so I think you and I, Colin, are probably going to be reading a lot today as we open packs.
Definitely. I scrolled through briefly, and there's a few familiar ones from way back when, but like there's over 300 cards in this set.
There is over 300 cards, which is a little bit
a little daunting.
Yeah, exactly. We see legends. They return with legendary creatures, so that's cool, like Asmira the Holy Avenger up top. Obviously we're sorting from rares, so we're seeing the rares first. Cadaverous Bloom is actually a card that was showing up in the noteworthy section. It's a 5-mana enchantment in Golgari colors, so black and green. And you choose a card in your hand and remove it from the game. So you exile a card from your hand, and you get double black or double green in your mana pool. So it's pretty strong if you can like get cards back into your hand.
Right. It's pretty sweet. I mean, getting more mana is always good, and then if you have some Graveyard Recursion or something.
Yeah, exactly. Then there's Celestial Dawn right below it, which I guess Magic players back in the day affectionately called this card Bleach, because it makes it so that all your lands that you control are plains, and non-land permanents you control are white. And the same is true for spells you control and non-land cards you own that aren't in the battlefield. And you can spend white mana as though it were mana of any color, and may spend other mana as though it were colorless mana.
So my question to you, Kieran.
Yeah.
You know, we had this controversy of maybe not playing enough cards that we got on the Wooburg wheel. But if I have this card in my Celestial Dawn and I'm playing white, can I just have this one card, in it and then have a white deck?
That is a fair question. The answer to that question is no. And that brings up a good point though, Colin, which is our Wooburg's wheel. So we'll dive into Wooburg's wheel and the kind of clarifications for the audience when we get to that. I'll probably do a little bit of the breakdown there. But no, you can't just play Celestial Dawn as your one white card.
I mean, I disagree, but I will accept the response.
Fair enough. It is a cool card though, for sure. Grinning Totem is another kind of cool card. It's a 4 mana artifact. You pay 2 and sacrifice it. You search your opponent's library for any one card, put it face up in front of you. That player shuffles their library. You may play the card as though it were in your hand. You do not play the card by the beginning of your next upkeep. You put in your owner's graveyard. I feel like, I don't know what use case this has, but it feels like it could be very strong.
Yeah. Oh, I remember it was tossed in the Gruul deck way back when. Why? I'm not too sure, but I remember having fun with it.
Yeah, I think the one thing you could do with it, like for you, is you could play it and then go get my Library of Alexandria.
Oh yeah.
Like you could play lands with it.
Totally.
Yeah. Going down, we have Hammer of Bogarden. Wow, a lot of hits right off the bat. So this one was one that popped out in the list that I was looking at. It's a 3 mana sorcery, deals 3 damage to any target. I'm sure that has been errated since. And then it's pay 5, return it to your hand. Use the ability only during your upkeep and only if it's in your graveyard. So this is recursive damage spell.
It's pretty solid, honestly. It's like lightning bolt on a stick.
Yeah, I mean obviously it's a lot more expensive, but the fact
pricey lightning bolt on a stick.
the fact you can just keep getting it back probably is what makes it, or made it powerful back in the day. There is a very strong card, Lion's Eye Diamond. So you like your Black Lotuses, Colin, but do you like more Black Lotuses?
Single Black Lotus.
Yeah, now you could get more Black Lotus. So Lion's Dye Diamond. It's a 0 mana artifact. It's basically Black Lotus, except when you sacrifice it for those 3 mana, you also have to discard your hand. So it's definitely not a card in every deck, but it is a card in a deck that can maybe get through its resources quick and then want to play like something explosive, right? I actually don't know. Maybe if you have effects in the graveyard or something that you could activate with it, those sorts of things. Because I guess you're actually discarding your hand as part of the cost. So you can't really cast something with it after you've activated. I guess the use cases, maybe I'm blowing it out of proportion by saying it's a Black Lotus, but it is effectively gives you the same amount of mana. Maybe you use it for creature abilities, maybe use it to activate abilities in graveyards, like that Hammer of Bogarden.
Yeah, it feels like, I don't know, there's a lot of potential there. Anything that gives you 3 mana for minimal cost otherwise is like pretty sweet. I mean, discarding your hands can be pretty hefty, but
oh, totally.
if you have 1 card in hand to get 3 mana.
Yeah. Oh, there's another. You know what? There's some cards that actually do stand out. Phyrexian Dreadnought is a 1 mana 12/12 with trample. But when it enters the battlefield, you have to sacrifice creatures with total power 12 or more, or it gets destroyed or sacrificed.
Damn.
I feel like you
kind of nuts.
There must be a way to like cheese this.
Cheese it out.
Yeah.
How can you get around comes into play?
When it enters the battlefield effect, if you could counter the triggered effect somehow. The 1 mana 12/12 with trample is pretty fucking good.
Pretty disgusting.
Political trickery though, Colin. This could be a good Library of Alexandria tech.
I was gonna say there's lots of Library of Alexandria tech.
You gotta swap control of my land and your land. So.
There's Dread Spectre. It's giving you a look.
Dread Spectre is definitely giving you a look. Whatever follows life is incurable.
Oh my god.
But you know what, Colin? You actually stopped at a great spot here because bottom left of that is Enlightened Tutor, which is also a commander staple. It's 1 white mana instant. Search your library for an artifact or enchantment and put it onto your library. That's a great white card, honestly. And I don't know, is this uncommon in the set?
I think we're in the uncommons, maybe.
It's hard to tell because this is uncommons. They didn't introduce the black, silver, gold rarity stuff until later, so it's kind of hard to tell what rarity cards are. But yeah, Call, if you can pick up a few Enlightened Tutors, it actually would really help your white strategy.
Thank God. ATOG, or 4 ATOG. Right below the
for
diamond.
ATOG, yep. For ATOG. We got our next ATOG. wait till Colin has his 5-color ATOG deck. We got our first fetch lands in the set. Floodplain and Grassland. They come and play tapped, but when you sacrifice them, you get a search for a plains or an island, or in this case, a forest or a plains, and you put them on the battlefield. So if you have a dual land, Colin, you have your tundras, you could actually use these to fetch your tundra.
That's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Some fetch lands are always welcome.
Even if they're a little slower.
Yeah.
We hit another really... God, Mirage has bangers, man. I wasn't sure what was going to be in Mirage. Like, if you had put a gun to my head and said, Kieran, what's in Mirage? I'd been like, and then got shot. There's a mystical tutor. 1 mana blue instant. Search your library for an instant interrupt mana source or sorcery card. So an instant or a sorcery.
That's sick,
and put it on
actually.
top of
What
your
the
deck.
heck?
Yeah.
Is there one for each color? Or?
There might be. Yeah, we have to look for those. Oh, they're oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Okay. And these are uncommon? Oh, why didn't I go back into 1996 and buy like 12 boxes of Mirage, dude? Holy shit. I know what's coming. People that are watching at home probably do too. Worldly tutor. Dude, this set's so fucking lit. You search for a creature card and put it on top of your library.
That's nuts.
Dude, these are uncommon. Oh, but of course there's 350 cards in this fucking
Yeah,
set.
so this is gonna be like getting the moxes or something.
Yeah, even worse, because I think Alpha Beta only had like 125 cards.
That's
or something.
true, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hope like either of us get some of them. I feel like that would be huge.
They are pretty big. I mean, you put them on top of your deck, but you are stacking your deck for the next turn.
That's still dope. Like,
Yeah.
I think like any tutor effect, like once since Diabolic Tutor was banned, it's like we haven't really seen that again.
It's true. There's been a tutor vacuum for sure. Dream Cache. Dream Cache? I don't know. How do you pronounce that?
I think it's cash,
Is
right?
it Cache? Dream Cache?
Yeah.
3 mana, sorcery, draw 3 cards, choose 2 cards from your hand and put both on either the top or the bottom.
That's sick.
Actually
Oh my
pretty
God.
good.
Yeah, this set is like, this is a banger.
This is a banger. Also, that Ukundo Cyclops art.
Oh my god, yeah. Big one eye, one big eye. One I see, 2 I die.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Is this a Hill Giant spiritual successor? It's 4 mana, 3/4. It's even
4
better.
mana. It's an upgrade.
If any creature you control attacks, he has to attack if any of your other creatures attack.
But the
4 toughness.
I feel like it even works with like the theory here. You know, it's like, you know, Hill Giant, sir. You know, he did his duty. He got banned, but now he's come back. It just cost him 1 eye.
Dude, this art is cursed. I fucking love it.
This is pretty sick, actually. This set is like, even the commons are like
Yeah.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like,
Village Elder, dude, that art is so cool. And where is that? No, there is it in Visions? It might have. Oh, you know what? Ironically, I think the last tutor that is in the cycle is in Visions. It's not in Mirage.
oh, it's in the next one.
And yeah, it's the because we didn't get the red one either, so I don't know what the red one is. I guess there's 2. We got Enlightened Tutor, Mystical Tutor, and Worldly Tutor. I don't know what the red one is offhand, but the black one is fucking huge. The black one's Vampiric Tutor.
Oh,
Yeah.
what does that card do again?
It's
I've definitely
pay
seen it
1
play.
black, instant speed, look through your deck for any card and put it on top of your deck, but you lose 2
Really?
life.
What the heck? Dude, that's crazy
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
What?
So I'm pretty sure that's in Visions now that I'm thinking about it. And I don't remember what the red one is. So yeah, we'll have that to look forward to. I'm excited. I'm excited to open this set. I'm excited to, we'll have a game on our hands, I think. It's going to be good. Oh, so many cards to sort through though. 15 card packs, 350 card set.
It's gonna be nuts.
It's going to be nuts. And Colin, you get Wheel of Fortune today for
do.
Alliances,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Which
big.
could be huge.
Yeah, you want those double uncommons, methinks.
Yeah, those double uncommons are looking pretty juicy. I would even settle for a rare. I feel like the packs are definitely the risk.
The risk is the packs, and that's the most likely thing to roll. But yeah,
Yeah.
I hope you get your. I hope you maybe pick up on a Force of Will.
Yeah.
And as for the Wooberg's wheel clarification, we may as well just do it now. Basically, me and Colin have talked, and this is kind of the implication, I think, maybe going in, but it wasn't super clear. But when we roll on the Wooberg's wheel and we get a color, so if Colin gets white or I get blue, for example, the last like 6 episodes that we've gotten, we have to play like a sizable chunk of the deck of that color, or like a logical amount of it. So like probably 25 to 30% of the deck. We're not going to be sticklers about it, but the one thing to clarify is that we're going to count the card's color identity. So if you have a card that requires another color to be used to its maximum potential, so like the Brine Shamans in my last deck were black creatures, but they had an effect that needed blue to activate. We're effectively going to say that counts as a blue card. So you could, in theory, spin blue on the Wooberg's wheel and then play no actual blue blue cards as long as 30% of the deck had blue activation costs in them. And I think
lots of branch hands.
Yeah, and even to be honest, we probably wouldn't even do that. We'd probably still have cards. That's just the most extreme example.
Yeah.
We're not going to go out of our way to do that, but
Yeah.
we are going to count color identity as if it was commander. That includes artifacts too. So if you have an artifact that has a blue activated ability, that should count as a blue card within reason. Like we're not gonna like go out of our way to try to cheese the other person into some sort of deck. But we just want to make that clarification that if you see a deck that's like, oh, you rolled blue, but you only have like 6 or 7 blue cards, like, oh no, we actually have 4 to 6 green cards that have blue effects.
Yeah.
So
So no, I think it's a good thing too, because I think we were both kind of strained from that, especially as this particular season has been going on, because we keep rolling the same colors.
Yeah.
I think we both want to not.
Well, that's the thing is we both are rolling the same colors, and I think we both want to play new stuff. So I think that's kind of where we saw our decks go in the last episode with the color shifts. So, but yeah, just keep that in mind. We're not gonna be super stringent about it, but
Yeah. Also, like maybe it could be a thing too, where like if we are getting too unruly with this, you guys can call us out in the comments.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if we're pushing the boundary a little too much, then you guys can. Yeah. So, but with that, Colin, I'm excited to go open these Mirage packs.
Me too. I have a good feeling. We'll see. We'll see if we
right.
can hopefully not roll white.
I mean, I'm on a 5-win streak, so I have nothing to lose.
That's true.
Except my win streak, I guess.
You won the season, whatever. You'll get your free Force of Will.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe a free Vampiric Tutor.
Ooh, that'd be spicy.
That would be spicy, but that'll come later. But for now, we're going to jump into our wheels, and we'll catch all of you guys on the flip side. Good luck, Colin.
Good luck, Kieran.
All right.
I gotta say, it's been a pretty tough season so far. Obviously, we haven't won a match, which, I think to Kieran's credit, he has been making some really good decks. He does have like the distinct advantage of card draw as well right now. So I think we gotta like maybe kind of regroup a bit and see what we can get away with. And these last couple games, maybe take one off. I feel like that would be good. But I think in the bigger picture, we really gotta start thinking about what to ban, because we have a lot of them and we could really be oppressive with what we choose. But that being said, yeah, I feel like once we get closer to the ban episode, we'll start to make more sense. Obviously, like Library of Alexandria is on the chopping block. But overall, yeah, I don't know. I think it would just be nice to play another color at this point and maybe get some more spice for our collection. Probably regroup for season 3. But yeah, I guess we can start doing that by spinning this Wheel of Fortune, and then hopefully we get 2 uncommons to get some Forces of Will. All right, I'm gonna give it a good old single click and see what happens. Dope. So I think this choice is pretty easy. 2 uncommons means 2 Forces of Will. I think the card is just too overpowered. It forces Kieran to potentially ban it, in which case that could open up stuff like tutors down the road, depending, maybe he gets the ban. If I get a couple games here, and then, I'll either get to keep a tutor or a Force of Will going forward. Both are pretty sick overall. But yeah, rack them up. We'll take the little victories we can get. Maybe losing alliances was not so bad.
All right, guys, we are on our 5-win win streak. We are crushing it. Granted, Colin didn't have the best luck last episode. I will fully admit it. The alliances match was a little bit of could have been better. But hopefully this next episode or 2, we'll see better games and we can actually feel like we earned those wins for Team Lang. Now, I'm gonna go a bit over kind of where we are at the moment. We have won 5 of our 7 games for season 2. So Team Lang, we've already locked our win for the season. So we're already the season 2 champions, and we're going to get that rare wild card for the entirety of season 2 sets. Will we grab a Force of Will? Maybe we'll grab a Vampire Tutor if it's in Visions. I don't know, but that's the good news. The good news is that. The bad news is if I win this episode and then I go and win the next episode, Colin is going to have 7 bans. So keep in mind that season 1 had 8 episodes and season 2 has 7. So we're not actually going to get 8 bans like we did in season 1. We're going to have 7 bans. But if I win this episode and then Colin loses again in the following episode, he's going to have 7 bans to our 0. That means that Colin is going to be able to effectively remove any 7 cards he wants from our collection. And that is going to hurt coming into season 3. Gonna lose our Library of Alexandria. We're probably gonna lose, you know, our Sengir Vampires or something like that. Maybe some other cards that Force of Will could get hit, but I doubt it because he has his own. But you get the idea. He gets to basically go through our collection and trim it, cutting all of our power. He could cut our Moxes out from under our legs. If he wanted to, he could remove Soul Ring, and Black Lotus is a little safer because he has his own copies. But basically what I'm getting at is that he has all the power moving into season 3. So don't get me wrong, I'm going to try my very best to win this episode and next episode, because at the end of the day, it's about giving Lang Gang those wins. But maybe this is buffering myself a bit just in case we start to lose in season 3. We are going to get hit hard. We're going to take a hit from this ban season coming up. So with that in mind, we're doing well. We're winning. I feel like from a series perspective, we're starting to get a bit more comfortable with the rules and get some clarification on things like that Wooburg's Wheel thing we just talked about. And I'm really looking forward to season 3. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be getting into the Urza saga eventually, which I know a lot of people are looking forward to. But for now, we're in Mirage. We're hitting Visions. As we saw from the set review, Mirage is a banger. I didn't actually expect it to be as good as it is. So I'm really excited to open these packs. As far as Wooburg's Wheel goes though, I don't want to roll blue again. We've rolled blue 4 episodes in a row, I believe. Might have actually been all 5. I can't remember, but we've rolled it a lot. Colin's rolled white a lot. I want Channel Fireball. I want Channel Fireball. I want Channel Fireball. I want to play red or green. If we don't get red or green, you know what? We'll deal with it. We'll make a deck. Mono Blue Tron, you know, if we do roll blue, I'll probably go to that Mono Blue Tron again if we can pick up some of those key pieces we saw in the Mirage set. But enough talking. Let's get into this. Really hope you all have been enjoying the series. We've had a blast making it, and I'm looking forward to Mirage. Let's see what we're going to be playing today. Channel Fireball time, baby. Let's go.
All right. Time for the moment of truth. Will we get white again? The nice thing is there's more spice in white in Mirage, obviously, but yeah, it would just be nice to switch things up and not have to play the color that my Swords to Plowshares got banned from. That has definitely been a sore spot this season so far, so we're going to give it a couple clicks. We did 1 click last time. We'll see where 2 gets us this time. Okay, not bad. I mean, not the powerful red, black, or blue, but this is a step up. And you know what? We don't kick a gift horse in the mouth here on Team Croft. We appreciate the small things in life, and you know, green is better than white.
You say channel, we say fireball. Channel. Oh, can you tell I'm excited to play Shadow Fireball today? You know what? We're playing green. I could play something completely different, but I've been hyping getting red or green up the last few episodes. And we have 3 channels and 4 fireballs, so I think we're gonna try it. But we're here with Mirage. Look at this guy's face. He's green too. We open Amaro, we might have to throw it in the deck. We open Worldly Tutors, definitely going into the deck. So let's see what we can open. I'm actually really hoping to pick up some of the other tutors though, like the Mystical Tutors and the other one, the white one that I can never remember. It's gonna be fun. Let's jump into the packs here and see what we can pull. All right, pack 1 of Mirage. Let's go. And like I said, we have the 15 card pack, so it's going to be a little bit more to dig through. Our rare is Purgatory, a 4-mana enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, exile that card. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 4 mana and 2 life to return a card exiled to the battlefield. That is actually super sick. And I love playing black and white. And that is just a perfect sacrifice piece. Very happy to see that. Got our Charcoal Diamond. Got our Wall of Roots. You know, Wall of Roots isn't actually that bad of a ramp card. You bet a 2 mana 0/5 and you put a -0/-1 counter on it to get a 1 green mana. You can only use it once each turn. So you get basically 5 mana out of it in total. But yeah, it's a nice card to pick up. And Akundo Cyclops. God, I hope this thing doesn't come back to be Hill Giant 2.0 like Colin seemed to allude it was.
So here we go. We have Maro. I think it's Maro. Maro in the background watching over us. Please bless us with some sick cards from this sick set. All right, here we go. Let's go not brain hurt mode. Nice. Okay, out the gate, we got the Hammer of Bogadran? It's the flashback hammer, basically. We also got some pacifism. Sick.
All right, next pack. Cadaverous Bloom. Okay, this was a card we talked about. I don't know if we're going to be able to play this properly, but you know, exile a card from your hand to get 2 mana is not bad. It is a 5 mana enchantment, though. It is a little expensive. Dissipate's a good counter spell, too. 3 mana, counter any spell and exile it. Seems pretty good.
All right, going to pack 2. Okay. Power Sync is always nice. Rampant Growth. Okay, we got some decent ramp there. It's interesting with like the more pricey cards now being like a little better. It honestly kind of might make sense to go big and slappy, especially if we're playing green. That's pretty sick.
All right, next pack here. Bazaar of Wonders. Ah, holy shit! Mystical Tutor, Worldly Tutor, same pack. You know what happened here was I looked at this, saw the art in the corner of my eye, looked over here, saw it was like a chain reaction of hype. Holy fuck. Dream Cash is also fucking awesome, dude. Holy shit, what a pack. I'm gonna have to remember to tell Colin about this one. This is one for the history books. Bazaar of Wonders, 5-mana enchant world. Comes into play, remove all cards from all graveyards from the game. Whenever a spell is played, counter it if a card with the same name is in play or in any graveyard. Interesting. Okay. So it's kind of like a thing that makes it so that if you try to play multiple copies of spells, then it's not going to work for you. That's cool, but fuck it. Who cares? Mystical Tutor, Worldly Tutor. Worldly Tutor is probably almost certainly going. Probably almost. Don't you love when you say that? Probably almost. It's almost certainly going to go into our green deck.
Interesting. Carrion's an interesting card. It like gets you a lot of creature generation. It seems maybe not amazing right now, but down the road, definitely a card to look out for. The other thing was the Guild Mages. We didn't see this in our card review, but the Guild Mages are interesting because it's bringing back that multicolored play or like support. And for 1 mana to like give something first strike or to deal 1 damage for like 1 mana tap is pretty solid at this point in the game, I think.
Okay, so Jolra's Centaur highlights we got the Goblin Tinker as well. But the Centaur highlights a mechanic we didn't actually get to talk about. It's flanking. Flanking is when a creature without flanking blocks a creature with flanking, gets -1/-1. So it can really make some favorable trades for you, which is cool. In the case of this Centaur, cannot be the target of spells or abilities. You know what? It's not the worst. 3-mana 2/2 with flanking. It's fine.
Damn. Crash of Rhinos, 8-mana, 8/4 trample. That's pretty beefy. More rampant growth, but most importantly, we have the Akundu Cyclops, which, you know, it's looking pretty good from a distance. We'll see if it's actually good. That 4 toughness is pretty huge, especially against red, because it's just at a lightning bolt range. But yeah, it's still plugging away. Some pretty solid cards. Nothing like crazy that I've noticed too yet, but overall, pretty happy.
All right, next pack. Woo! All right, Illicit Auction. This card's a wacky one. 5 mana, choose a creature. Each player may bid life for control of that creature. You may begin the bidding with the highest bid of 0. The auction ends when the highest bid stands. The highest bidder loses an amount of life equal to the high bid and gains control of the creature. This could be good. Like if you're playing against Colin, if you specifically are playing against Colin, if I'm playing against Colin, I could play this target as best creature. If he doesn't have as much life as me, we could have a bidding war, and I could either just let him keep the creature and end up draining him out, or I could try to get the creature from out from under him. So that's kind of neat. All right, we're getting into kind of the 3/4 mark here. And I've got to say, other than that one banger pack, haven't been too impressed with our opening so far. So we got a little bit more than a quarter left to kind of grind through. So let's hope we can pull it up. But we're going to jump into this pack and see what we got. Wellspring is our rare. It's an enchant land. There's a lot of enchantments in the set. When it comes into play, gain control of enchanted land. Oh, it enchants a land. I see. At the end of each of your turns, lose control of enchanted land. Beginning of each of your turns, gain control of enchanted land. Okay, interesting. So you play this on a land, and basically you get it for your turn. Oh, shit, we got a second Worldly Tutor. Sorry, Wellspring, you got outbidded here. Worldly Tutor, second copy, amazing. But no, Wellspring's interesting, because I could play it on, say, his island, a Walk or whatever he's playing, and I get the Walk on my turn, which is actually really good, because that means he can't use it, and then he gets it back on his turn to use. So, not a terrible card. You have to be playing Celestia, so green and white, but it is pretty neat.
Nice. Okay, we got Worldly Tutor. That's huge because we're playing green. I love it. We also got Tinkers. We got Pacifisms. Another pretty banger pack. Also the beautiful Art of Village Elder. Man, Unfulfilled Desires keeps popping up, and that's a sweet card to start to collect, because it's a strong enchantment. You get to pay one life to draw a card. We've gotten a couple of those so far, which is pretty wild.
Following up. Oh my god, dude. Third Worldly Tutor, let's fucking go. Okay, even better is that we're playing green this fucking episode. We got another green Dream Cash. We'll probably get a place into that. Political Trickery, like we were saying, is pretty good if Colin has some oppressive lands we want to get rid of. Holy shit, I did not expect that. I would love to see a fourth one. That is very greedy, but holy crap. If we could hit another one, that would be excellent. Although Mystical Tutor, I would also like to see. So, and we haven't seen the white one, which I completely keep forgetting the name of every single time. Very cool to see.
Okay, so this pack's pretty sweet. We got Phyrexian Dreadnought, which is that big 12/12 creature. It makes me wonder how to use it based off the cards that I can remember in my collection, which is getting huge, but also the cards I've been seeing. I think it'd be tough to use, but it's kind of nice to have in the arsenal, because I feel like at some point this card's gonna be like worth its weight in gold. A 12/12 is something that's really hard to get rid of unless you have a kill spell. Interesting. Polymorph is like kind of sick. It's almost like all those Tibble Trickery decks that are going around, but like maybe a worse version of it. But like if we live in a world where I can like bury like 1-mana 1/1s and the majority of my deck is like big creatures, because it does say bury target creature. It doesn't have to be an enemy's creature. Who knows? Maybe I could like turn 4, put out some Rampaging Rhinos or some like gross big dragon or something. Something to keep in mind. We only have one right now, so can't rely on it, but we'll see what else pops up.
All right, next pack. Can we see another Worldly Tutor? No, we cannot. But we do see Tellem Tor, a 5-mana 2/2 of flanking. If he attacks all attacking creatures with flanking, get +1/+1. Kind of an interesting flanking piece. Oh, fuck. Finally, we got our first fetch land. I forgot we were looking at those. That's awesome. Oh, and you know what? This is red and green. So this is definitely going into our deck today. That's very cool. I wish we could get a couple more of these before the end of this pack opening.
Oh, nice. We got a Grinning Totem. Yeah, like I said, this was a card that was put in my Gruul deck way back when. But it's a fun card. I like it. I like it. It's an artifact too, so it can fit in almost any deck if I'm just looking to bolster something. Also, we got more Akundu Cyclopses. It's happening, everybody. The Cult of Croft. Is this the true successor? You know, we've been playing with all this Moorish cavalry and we've tried the Mammoths, but maybe this is it. Maybe the Cyclops is the successor.
All right, we're getting into the last few packs here. Let's see what we can pull. Okay, Floodplain. We got another fetch land, so that's super cool. Elixir of Vitality. Whatever. Mangara's Tomb, though. Mangara is another popular character in Magic the Gathering. It's a 5-mana artifact. Comes into play, search your library and choose any 5 cards. Shuffle those cards and put them face down under it. Shuffle your library afterwards. If you lose control of it, remove all cards from under it from the game. Pay 2. Instead of drawing a card, put the top card from under Mangara's tomb into your hand. That's kind of cool. I actually really like that a lot. That basically gets 5 of our best cards into its own little library. And if Colin doesn't have artifact removal, this is actually quite strong. In a deck like Channel Fireball, where we can just get our combo pieces into our hand, or into our little mini side deck, as it were.
Okay, now see, this is exciting. We have a Chaos Sphere. So this is a sick red card for the eventual Doomsday Goblin deck that may or may not be played depending on if Kieran will ban cards before I can assemble it. But Chaos Sphere basically kind of reverses the flying tech. So creatures of flying cannot block creatures of outflying, and creatures of outflying can block creatures of flying. So it kind of flips the script on that. So it's good side tech to have in like a Goblin deck where you got a bunch of dinky guys, and if you're playing against a flying deck, all of a sudden the tables get turned and you can really amp up the pressure. Damn, the Rock Basilisk, the Death Touch Basilisks are back. Ooh, we got another Sirocco? Sirocco seems pretty sick, especially if Kieran's playing a control-y deck. 4 life to keep a card is pretty intense. It would force out counter spells and stuff too. And for 2 mana, this seems like huge value, honestly. We also got right beside it a Foratog, which is adorable. Look at that beautiful boy. Look at all those scales.
All right, we're coming up onto maybe our last pack. I'm gonna have to check, but okay, Hammer of Bogarden. And that is our last pack. So we didn't get that 4th Worldly Tutor, but we got 3. And that is definitely a card. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I feel like maybe we should hide it and see if Colin can skip over it for this ban season. Because I feel like 3 tutors for creatures is really strong. I don't know. It's very tempting not to play it, though. But if we do a Channel Fireball deck today, it might not be creature heavy in the first place. So maybe it's not a big deal. And then the Hammer of Bogarden. Definitely going to be playing this today, I think. It's 3 mana, 3 damage to any target, and pay 5 to return it back to your hand during your upkeep. So great way to close out a game if we just need to continuously hit Colin in the face for 3 damage. So you know what? I'm pretty happy with the pack opening overall. I think we didn't get any Lion's Eye diamonds. We didn't get any of the white tutors, but we did get one of the blue tutors and 3 of the green. So that's pretty cool. Otherwise, we got a few other strong rares or interesting rares. Very excited to try this Purgatory. Guys, I'm gonna go and make this spicy Channel Fireball deck before one of the 2 gets banned. Wish me luck, or see what I can put together and see if we can get that combo kill off. Might have to throw some Rook eggs in there too. I'll catch you guys after deck building.
Nice, we got a second Hammer of Bogarden. That's nice, that's always nice. One of the better cards in this set. I still feel like it's pretty pricey for what it does, but you know, I feel like if we're playing a Bernie deck, it might be nice to have it on a stick so we can keep bouncing it back and really put the pressure on and not be so conservative of trying to keep things just in case sort of vibes. All right, that's our last pack too. So I think I'm like overall pretty happy. Like obviously this does feel like a big upgrade to a lot of the stuff we got. I did manage to get a tutor, which is awesome. We got cool cards like Chaos Sphere, Grinning Totem as well. So like, I think we can have some fun with this one. Also nice, we don't have to play white. We did get some sweet green tech as well. We got those Guild Mages, which I feel like, you know, open up maybe some natural color expansions, even though one of them is white and I really don't want to play white. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I have some ideas. I don't know exactly how well it will work out overall, but we'll see if we can throw a curveball at Kieran, maybe something a little different, mainly because I think we've only played green with white so far against him. So hopefully we can branch away from that and maybe catch him off guard. Anyways, yeah, I'll build this deck and then I'll get back to you guys in a bit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here and we have for you what we have been trying to get all these episodes, a red and green deck. And as you can see by the card in front of you, Channel Fireball is about to occur. If I can get 1 Channel Fireball kill on Colin, that will be considered a mission success. That is the goal of the deck. We are running I would call it a stall, burn, aggressive deck. I guess it's trying to be aggressive, but also stall if it needs to stall to get the Channel Fireball. So we are going to see if we can go the distance. So card by card, we've got our 2 Black Lotuses, our Mox Emerald, our Mox Jet, and our Soul Ring. Classic 6 mana package that basically leaves us at about 16, 17 lands. I haven't had a reason to change this yet, so that is what we're going to go with. We threw in this Mangara's Tomb. It was a card that I went over earlier, and it's a 5 mana artifact. Basically, you got to go through your library and pick 5 cards, shuffle the cards, and put them face down under the tomb. And then if you pay 2 mana, you can draw a card from the face down pile instead of the normal draw. So what we can do with this is we can play it, and if Colin doesn't have artifact hate, which it could go horribly wrong if he does, we could go and get our channel and fireballs, and we could even put 2 channels, 3 fireballs into that little pile and like almost guarantee to get the combo eventually if we're paying the mana. So we're gonna try it out, see if it's a good combo enabler. It is a fragile piece as it is prone to be destroyed by his artifact removal, but see how it goes. Bolduvian Horde, 4 mana, 5/5, enters the battlefield, discard a card randomly. It's a 4 mana, 5/5. We're gonna give it a shot and see if it's any good. Gorilla Chieftains, 4 mana, 3/3s, pay 2 to regenerate. These guys are kind of stall pieces, but they're also chonky. They're 3/3 bodies. They're not that small. And you know, you pay 2 to regenerate them, so they can stick around if Colin's playing aggressive. Gorilla Shaman, we just brought the 1 in. We brought another one in the sideboard, but it's XX1, destroy a non-creature artifact with casting card equal to X. So if Colin has Moxes, we can destroy them for 1 colorless mana. I brought 1 in because you never know if he's going to be playing those Moxes, and if he's not playing a lot of other artifacts, it's not as useful. Brought in 2 Lalo Elves, which tap for green mana, and 3 Wall of Roots, which can get green mana up to 5 times and then act as blockers. They're pretty good. Then we brought in 3 Rook Eggs. We also brought in the Rook Egg Diamond Valley combo, which for those who are joining in now and didn't see it in season 1, very powerful combo where you can play your 0/3 Rook Egg, sacrifice it for 3 life, and then get your 4/4 Rook. So, and the Rook has flying, so that's pretty strong. 2 Forks can be a protection piece if we need it to be, if he's playing counter magic, or it can double a fireball, that sort of thing. 4 Lightning Bolts, just amazing card, 1 mana, 3 damage. We're playing the Pyrokinesis. We're playing a 1 of it. It's basically the Force of Will, so you get to exile a red card from your hand and start playing its mana cost. And deal 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of creatures. So if he's playing a lot of like goblin-y sort of, I don't know why goblin-y, but he's playing a lot of 1 toughness creatures, this could be a really good blowout. For lands, we brought 18 lands. We brought Crystal Vein, which just taps for colorless, but can also be used for double colorless. This is a good way to just kind of like push into our combo if we can. Double Diamond Valley, you sacrifice creatures and gain life equal to their toughness. This does not tap for mana though, so we effectively are running 16 lands. Dwarven Hold is a card that gets mana every turn, and then you can eventually crack it for a bunch of mana and blow Cullen out with Fireball, or one of the other cards that we will talk about in a moment. Havenwood Battleground taps for green or sacrifice it for double green. Library of Alexandria, don't have to say much about this. Mishra's Factory, just good blocker if we need it. Mountain Valley, new card, fetches for either a mountain or a forest. Good way to fix ourselves. Got some snow-covered forests and some snow-covered mountains. I just like the snow-covered lands. Messes with Colin a bit. So we got those. Sorcery, Chain Lightnings ×3. It's just another 3 damage card for 1 mana. 3 channels, which is the crux of our deck. Wish we had 4, but 3 is good. 3 fireballs. So 3 channels, 3 fireballs. But we also brought in a Cavrix Torch. Karavix Torch. It's a 1 mana X spell, and it's basically fireball-esque. It can't split its damage, but if Colin tries to target it with a counter spell, he's gonna have to pay an extra 2 mana. So that could be really strong if he's playing blue. Brought in our Hammer of Bogarden, 3 mana, deal 3 damage to any target, and then you can pay 5 mana on the upkeep to bring it back to your hand. If it's a grindy game and we just need to deal the damage, it's a good way to get that back. And double regrowth if for some reason our channel and fireballs aren't getting through, or we just need to bring something back on the snap of fingers. Probably one of the best green cards we have access to. In our sideboard, double Meekstone if he's playing creatures of power 3 or greater. It's gonna stop him from attacking with them. Giant Mantises if he's playing a lot of flyers. Another Gorilla Shaman if he's playing artifacts. Hivvis of the Scale. This is probably incorrect, but I have a feeling Colin will eventually go back to Arcades Sabbath, and he has 3 copies of Arcades. So if he's playing an Arcades deck, I'm gonna bring in Hivvis, and I'm gonna be able to take control of Arcades. So that'll be really funny. Brought Smoke, can only untap 1 creature per turn, slows down an aggressive deck. Another Pyrokinesis if he's a lot of low toughness creatures. Double Red Elemental Blast if he's playing blue. Primitive Justices for artifact removal. Pyroclasm if he's playing a lot of low toughness creatures as well. And Double Tranquility if he has a lot of enchantments. Maybe his Oubliettes in black, for example. I don't know. I think it's going to be fun. It's quite an aggressive red-green strategy. I think we're in the position to actually be playing a really strong deck with a lot of damage dealing cards. And I think that we can pick up a win here and get our 6-win streak. So wish me luck. We're going to get in there and see if we can shut Colin down.
All right, so we're gonna throw something a little different at Kieran today. We are playing green-black Golgari. I think it's a bit of a risk, but I'll go through my deck and then I'll say why it's a bit of a risk at the end. But we have a lot of ramp. We are, for the first time maybe ever, playing Mox Ruby while not playing red. We've got our Soul Rings and our Black Lotus to get up there. We also have a couple Valinor Elves, along with these new Wall of Roots. We're also running, I believe, 4 Rampant Growths to try to thin our deck of lands while also getting them out there. And the idea of this is to play big, beefy boys. So we got Crawworms as our 6 drops. We've got Deadly Insects at 5 drops, Fungusaur 4 drops. We've got some Crash of Rhinos. I just wanted to play this card because it's cool with Guardian Beast. I don't think it's particularly great because all it really does is give my non-creature artifacts cannot be further enchanted, destroyed, or taken. So it'll keep my Soul Rings up and maybe my Mangara's Tome, which is another card. Essentially, it gives me a second deck of 5 cards that I can draw from, which will hopefully, I need to pay 2 mana to draw from it, but hopefully I'm getting enough mana that I can just go nutty on it and start getting gas if Kieran can't deal with it. We also have kind of our blowout Howl from Beyonds and Giant Growths. I kind of split it down the middle at the start because I'm honestly not too sure how this deck is going to play out, whether the benefit will be faster stuff, which the Giant Growths would be better, or if we're really going for that big blowout play if Kieran can't block, just Howl from Beyond it at the last second. Aside from that, we have a lot of recursion. So we got 4 Animate Deads. So we're not too concerned about our creatures keeping them alive. It's okay if they're dead, and quite often even discarding big creatures, which is something Kieran has been going back to, could pay off quite a bit. Say like discarding like a Crawworm and then animating it for 2 mana is a pretty sweet deal. We also threw in Worldly Tutor, which is another new card we got from Mirage. Amazing Tutor. I think this is the first time I'm playing a tutor in this series, so I'm excited for that. And besides that, we have some regrowth, a little more recursion, and then, you know, kind of our standard kit of Mishra's Factories. We've got some strongholds to kind of further ramp. We've got City of Shadows, which is an interesting one. I figured I'd, try it out because there might be a way I can keep accelerating if, like, you know, by stacking creatures to basically just get more mana. I don't know if this is good or not. I feel like this might bite me in the butt. And then our sideboard is just kind of, we can correct for being fast or slow. We have the other two Howl from Beyonds and Giant Growths. We've got some anti-artifacts in our crumbles, which are not loading for some reason. And then we have terrors that we can swap out. If we just find out Kieran's playing a creature deck, we can just terror some of his stuff and then bring it back with Animate Dead. Or is Animate Dead only from our graveyard? I forget. I'm thinking of Regrowth. No, it's any creature in any graveyard. So terror could potentially be good too. If he gets out something crazy, I can terror it, then animate it. Besides that, we have some anti-flying tech, or Island of Walk Walk and Hurricane. So we can swap that in. The tough part about the sideboard is it doesn't really have any color hate. So like things like Channel Fireball are probably gonna blow me out of the water, but there's, you know, I decided to take the risk. Who knows? Kieran might be playing Gruul, Channel Fireball, in which case he could just get 2 quick games and be over. But yes, going back, wrapping around to why I'm a little concerned about this deck is we've tried this before to go big on the back end, but the issue we ran into was card draw. So we have Greed, which is great. We have the Mangara Tome, which is pretty good. Beyond that, we don't have a ton of draw. We have things to make Kieran discard, which is a weird, I'm gonna try this out too. It's an X spell. I should have lots of mana. So I guess in a way, we don't have a lot of card draw, which is scary. But if he's killing stuff, technically we can play from our graveyard a lot. So hopefully that can counterbalance that. And then I guess that's also why I put 2 Astrolabes in the sideboard. I feel like this is a weaker sideboard, but you know, if I just need more card draw or if I'm getting stuck, at least I can throw these in there and hopefully get a little further. My Guardian Beast can protect them, or I can just, you know, like cut a couple Crawl Rooms or something. I do have 20 creatures, which is like pretty substantial. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I mean, I feel like I haven't really done a graveyard deck too much. Definitely not terrible. Hopefully it'll give Kieran a hard time. Curious to see what he played though. So I guess not much point in waiting then. See what he got for us, and I'll see you in the game.
Oi, 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 oi.
It's time. Oh shit.
It's
time. It's time.
to duel.
Oh my god. I'm
Colin.
so nervous. I'm so nervous.
This is big.
This is big. This is my second last chance to get on the board.
Second last chance to get on the board for season 2, and my chance to get a 6-win win streak. So
It's true.
it's gonna be spicy.
Longest win streak on the line.
It's true. It's on the line. See if I can just
Oh,
keep demoralizing Team Croft for the rest of time.
oh god.
All right. Well, I guess there's no time like the present. So let's roll and see who goes first.
Roll die. 20
Out of
sides.
15.
7. Damn it.
All right. I will be going first, drawing my 7 cards. Good luck, my friend. You're gonna need it.
Oh god. What have you cooked up for me this time?
Let's just say I finally got to do something I've been wanting to do for a while.
Oh god. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
All right. I will be keeping my hand.
I think I'll be keeping my hand too, actually.
Oh, not getting screwed? All right. You like to see it.
Not quite yet. We'll see.
All right. Well, we will go to untap, upkeep, main phase 1. And I'm going to throw down a Havenwood Battleground tapped.
Green.
Past you.
Very interesting. I'll untap, upkeep, draw main 1, and I will play an Even Stronghold tapped.
Ooh. All right. All right. All right. All right.
I'll pass turn to you.
Is it black and white is the question.
You know, what if I play 5 colors?
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. We're going to throw down a Mountain Valley tapped, and that will give away my colors.
Oh,
Maybe.
no,
Maybe I'll give away
he's
my
got
colors.
channel firewall.
Past
On the board.
you.
Oh god, this is terrifying.
Or it's 3 colors. Who knows?
Draw. Okay. Main 1. I'm gonna play a Swamp, and then we're gonna
Alright.
play a Mox Ruby.
Oh, the ruby.
I'm gonna tap for 3 and play Royal Assassin.
Ooh, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right.
And I
This is-
will pass turn to you.
This is a game. We got a game.
It's true. It's much better than last time.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'm going to play a snow-covered mountain and I'll tap the Havenwood Battleground. I'll play a Lalwinor Elves,
Okay.
and then I'll crack the Mountain Valley to go get a mountain or a forest and put it on the battlefield. And with that, I will pass to you.
Okay. Tap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. I will play a forest.
Okay. Oh, Golgari. All right. You didn't roll the white. You must have been happy. I can just imagine you dancing for joy in your Wooburg wheel.
I mean, it ain't over till it's over, you know.
I'll tell you. What did you end up rolling?
I ended up rolling green.
I ended up rolling green.
Really?
Yeah, we rolled the same one again.
That's funny. Wait, you search for a mountain? Ooh, okay, interesting. I'll go to second main, tap 4, play a Guardian Beast.
Oh, this fucking guy again. What does this even do again?
As long as Guardian Beast is untapped, my non-creature artifacts can no longer be enchanted, destroyed, or taken under someone's control. So it occurs that would destroy the Guardian Beast and artifact simultaneously. The Guardian Beast is destroyed, but your artifacts are not. If an artifact is enchanted or stolen while Guardian Beast is tapped, it remains when Guardian Beast becomes untapped. It's a lot of text on a card.
Yep, you put me to sleep with that.
Yeah.
So just non-creature artifacts are protected, basically.
Yeah, so my Mox is
Okay.
fine, basically. And then I will pass turn to you.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Untap, upkeep, draw.
During your upkeep, I will tap the Royal Assassin to blow up your elves.
Might want to read your card again there, buddy.
Is it? Oh, and he tapped, sorry. Whoops. Good catch. Good catch.
Made one. I'm going to play a snow-covered forest.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to tap 4 mana and cast a lovely Rook egg.
I'm back.
Caca.
Oh, God. Okay.
Past you.
I will untap, upkeep, draw, remain 1. Interesting. I will pay 4 mana to play Mind Twist and force you to discard
Seriously.
3 cards. Slow this game down.
At random?
Yeah.
You're a fucking shithead. All right.
Let's see how many channel fireballs we can get.
That is so bad. All right.
Gorilla Chieftain, Diamond Valley. Nice.
This is big.
I think it's another Diamond Valley.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
It's both my
Nice.
Diamond Valleys.
Slowed the Rook tech down. I will pass turn there, sir.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. I will play a Dwarven Hold, which is the one that will get counters on it every turn.
Right.
Basically the clock until you doom. Past you.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Play a forest. That Rook egg's so annoying.
It's pretty good. Three toughness blocker turning into a 4/4 flyer.
It's pretty sick, not gonna lie.
Looking at the cards on the battlefield, it feels like we're playing from like 5 episodes or 6 episodes ago.
I know, right? We both
What
went
is
with, like,
what is
old
this?
school
1994?
creatures. Part of me wonders if I just go for it. Because I could do that and that. Yeah, okay, I'll go to combat and I'll swing in with the Guardian Beast. Losing the protection of my Mox Ruby.
I mean, whatever. If you got something, I'll block.
I will giant growth it.
Ooh. Okay. I will get my caca.
It's back. Then I will go to my second main where I will be tappy and animate dead your Rook egg.
Ooh. Yeah. Sure.
There. Oh, I guess it's
Nope,
an
it's an
enchantment, right?
enchantment.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's -1 power.
Yeah. Okay. -1/3.
Yeah. Then I will pass turn there.
All right. End of your turn, I will lightning bolt the Royal Assassin.
Copy.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. I get a counter. Let's go to combat. Swing in with the bird.
All right, I'll take 4.
Cool. Past you.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Shucks.
You're in a dangerous position now, Colin.
I know. Not having that Royal Assassin's pretty huge. And you have 1 card, right?
1 card in hand.
I'll go to combat, swing in for 2.
Take 2.
Okay, main 2. I will 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap sack 5, 6 to play Crawler.
Oh, okay.
I'll pass turn to you.
All right. Fair enough. It's a big boy. Untap, upkeep, draw. I mean, he does put me in the position where I have to decide if I want to block or not, or like keep the
You're playing Gruul blocker, or math is for blockers. You don't have to think.
main 1. We're gonna go Soul Ring
Ooh.
and go to combat. I'll swing in for 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'll
4.
play this base race with you. I'll pass to you.
This is scary. You just
Just need to wait
You
for a
must be
fireball.
tap, keep draw. Main 1. Forest. Go to combat.
Keep in mind, I have an 8 damage fireball live right now.
I know. I'll swing in.
Ooh, I'll block the Crawworm.
Okay. Take 2.
Yep.
Main 1. I'll pass turn there.
All right, this is now untap upkeep.
Top
We're
deck
gonna
wars.
get a counter. Draw for turn. Main 1.
Base race. Just gotta dodge the fireball for a couple turns.
Go to combat. Swing for 4.
Take 4.
Main phase 2.
Mhm.
Cast Black Lotus.
Mhm.
Pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cast Caverick's Torch.
Wait. Oh my god.
9 damage to face.
Uh,
Get fucked, asshole. Let's go.
okay, got you. Damn,
It's
that's
just-
like better.
it's
I guess not better.
It's
fireball.
not better
It's
fireball,
like
and
better,
it's not.
better disintegrate.
It's better in some circumstances. Disintegrate can exile the creature,
Mhm.
but this one makes it more difficult to counter it, which is, I think, probably better.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
9 damage to face.
Cool.
Response.
Yeah, you got me.
Ayy!
Damn.
Bound to happen. Bound to happen.
Yeah. Now I just gotta dodge some channel fireballs next game, and hopefully I have a chance.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Game 2. Let's go.
All right. All right. So it sucks because this is like the one deck that's actually pretty good against my deck. Mainly because we didn't want to put the Avoid Fates in because we were like okay with bringing stuff back from the graveyard. But the Avoid Fates would be really nice against, this is kind of in some ways faster deck. It looks like he's going pretty straight burn though. But I think if I can get around those like Rook Eggs, his defensive things, I can put enough pressure on Kieran that he actually has to start making decisions. So that's why I subbed in all the terrors. I want to basically make sure he has no board, so he has to make decisions on my board. I did take out, well, I guess I swapped Giant Growths around, but I did take out my Halve from Beyonds to put in more Astrolabe, so more kind of ramp / draw tech, because I think I need to get into my later mana faster. I definitely got stonewalled a bit towards the end there, which surprisingly, like if I got more Kirby stuff, I think I would have maybe had a way better stance in that game. So maybe it just comes down to, getting one of the Lalanor Elves or Wall of Roots out the gate, or maybe like a Soul Ring or something just to kind of catapult me that extra distance. I did take out the Pestilences as well because he's not running kind of like a Horde lean deck so much, which does make the Fungasaur worse, but the Fungasaur is a half decent body. Actually, maybe I should take it out. I don't know. I think hitting that mid game is pretty important. Although this is a 2/2, it kind of stinks. Yeah, I'm gonna take a Fungasaur out for a Crawlworm. Big Daddy Crawlworms, they haven't done us wrong by any means. But yeah, hopefully we land into more ramp. Basically, we want a Rampant Growth, a Lalanor Elves, a Wall of Roots, or a Soul Ring in our opening hand, I think, which isn't too much to ask for, along with like a couple lands, maybe 3 lands, and then even if we had a Crawlworm, then we would just be golden, because we would be off to the races. But yeah, we'll see if this new tech works out, and hopefully I don't get Channel 5 rolled, because I have no way to stop that from happening, besides maybe discarding his hand. Anyways, let's see if he can do it.
We got him. All right. Game 1 is ours. It was, if we hadn't have drawn into the Caverick's Torch when we did, could have been a different game. That Crawlworm was bearing down on us pretty quickly. So can't argue though. I am happy that we are able to pull off the game 1 because it's going to force him to have to win 2 games before he can take the match. So I think that gives us an excellent chance of winning the entire match. As far as sideboard comes, I wasn't really sure what to bring in. I think we have a pretty good package. Doesn't really have any enchantments or artifacts. I haven't really seen much of his deck, to be quite honest. Pyrokinesis is fine, but we already have one on the board, so I ended up to just opt in to bring 1 Meekstone since he is playing the Crawlworms. I didn't bring the second one though because I felt that I didn't see enough creatures of his with power 3 or greater to justify it. Plus it does hit our own Gorilla Chieftains, Horde, and Rook Egg, so it's more like a, in case of emergency card. So I brought that in and I subbed in a Fork because again, we haven't seen much of his deck. I don't know if there's a lot of cards that we want to fork of his. In black, there probably could be for sure, but yeah, he's not playing blue, and that's kind of where Fork is probably a little bit better. So we're gonna run it back with just the Meekstone brought in and see if we can pick up game 2. Wish me luck.
Oh no.
I haven't even hit my combo. Come
I
on,
know. This is the one deck I was hoping I wouldn't play against.
I've been yearning to play red and green.
I
this
know. You
entire
even told
season.
me too.
I know. Oh my goodness gracious.
I was thinking I could get to the end and could just ban channel, and then you'd never get a chance to play it. But who knows? We'll see.
Why would you ban channel when you have access to it?
You have more channels than I do.
Don't you have 2?
I think I only have 1.
Oh, fair enough. All right, I imagine you're gonna go first.
Oh yes, please. I need some sort of pressure on you, or else it's gonna be a short game.
All right. Well, maybe it'll be a quick match. We'll see how it goes. All right, I'll keep this hand. It's not good, but it's not the worst. It's playable.
Okay.
It's something.
It's playable. It's something.
It's
I mean,
something.
mine's okay. I kind of have to think. I have a big decision to make.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's decision time.
Okay. I guess I'm going first, so I will untap, upkeep, main 1, play an Edmund Stronghold tap, and pass turn to you. It's
All right.
A little familiar.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, I'm gonna play Snow-Covered Forest, and you know what? Oh, this is really... Yeah, you know what? We're gonna play the aggro. If it bites us in the ass, it bites us in the ass. Cast Black Lotus.
Okay.
Sack it for 3 red, and spend those 3 red in a forest, or in a green. I'm gonna cast Bolduvian Horde.
Oh shit.
Turn 1, 5/5.
Discard a card at random from your hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So discard my Wall of Roots, which is actually
Wall of
pretty
Roots.
brutal if this doesn't work out for me.
Wall of Roots is a sick card.
It is. It's quite good.
I definitely put some in here. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. That's lovely.
I
to
feel
see.
like in most cases, Alwynor Elves is better, like as a 1-mana card.
Right.
But I feel Wall of Roots is really good if you would need to play a little slower. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's the first time we're playing Bolduvian Horde, too.
I was gonna say, pass there. 5/5's fucking
Ooh.
scary.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay, we hit my land. Unfortunately, it comes into play tapped.
Oh no.
And I go to combat. I'll swing for 5.
I do have a response.
Doom blame me. Terror, you son
Yeah,
of a... Fuck
terror.
off. Oh, that was the one card that would punish this. All right.
Okay.
I'll pass to you.
Untap,
Dude, that
upkeep,
sucks
draw.
so bad. You just basically spent 2 mana to blow up a Bolduvian Horde, a Wall of Roots, and a Black Lotus.
Yeah. It was pretty sweet. Good
for
value
what?
on that. Play a forest, and then I
Okay.
think I'll pass turn there.
All right.
Kind of in
untap,
an awkward
upkeep,
position.
Draw, main 1. Okay, you know what? I'm getting into a better position here. I'm going to crack the Mountain Valley. Crack the Mountain Valley. God, we got to say that. That's not a new thing we got to say in
Crack.
this series. I'm going to crack my land.
Crack my land.
Yeah, for those at home, cracking the land is slang for tap and sacrificing the land to go searching for a land. Usually fetch lands, the typical fetch land where you pay a life and you crack it and you go searching for a land. This is like the first version of that. So we say cracking a land. And,
Also, just as another note, there's a little monkey in your mountain valley.
oh, there is. That's cute.
I love it. I just saw it as a little spiral tail.
Nice. I will be grabbing a snow-covered mountain and shuffling my deck.
Big shuffle.
I think we're gonna go with a Soul Ring.
Soul rings are good.
Soul Rings are good. And I'm gonna cast Regrowth.
Oh.
And I'm going to get back the Black Lotus.
Not the horde, hey?
Not the Horde. I mean, I get the Horde. I need another red mana, right?
Oh, I guess that's true.
Black Lotus is just like... And I still have 1 colorless floating, so I can actually use the Black Lotus for 3 green and
Oh,
cast
damn.
Gorilla Chieftain.
Okay.
Oh
Sweet.
no, not you again.
pretty
3/3,
sweet card.
tap 2 to regenerate.
Nice.
I'll
Okay.
pass to you.
On your end
Terror.
step,
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna worldly tutor.
Okay. I thought you were gonna terror me again. All right, Worldly Tutor.
Oh, I didn't need to draw a card. I'll throw that back. I guess I go view library.
Yeah.
And then just grab something.
Colin soon had the rhino eating from his palm and the snake waiting at his heels.
Damn. I think I'm actually
Wait, does the Worldly Tutor have the reality gem?
maybe.
It's good to see you got some of the tutors though.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to top of library. Okay.
You have to reveal the card.
Oh, I do.
Otherwise, how do I know if it's a creature?
Royal
Oh,
Assassin.
okay, all right.
And then is it shuffle and then, or is it just? put
You
onto the top?
shuffle and then you put on top.
Okay. Shuffle, put on top, and untap, upkeep, draw. Wonder what I get. Main 1, I play a swamp.
Okay.
And then I will pay 3 to make a Royal Assassin.
All right. Making me work for this, Colin.
Yeah. Pass turn to you.
Untap. I've got F-Zero music in the background.
It's pretty intense. Royal Assassin.
All right. Make me work for this, Colin.
I have way too chill of music right now. 3, make a Royal Assassin.
All right. Making me work for this, Colin.
Yeah. Pass turn to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. That was a pretty good draw. We're gonna go red, Chain Lightning.
Chain lightning. in response,
Oh, you have a...
I'm gonna giant growth the Royal Assassin.
That's really annoying. Okay, sure. Fair enough, fair enough. Go to combat, I'll swing in for 3. You can trade with it if you want. Actually, wouldn't really be
Yeah, I'm not gonna trade it, but
Okay.
I'll take 3.
Alright, I'll pass to you.
I guess play, so now would be, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I will tap 1, play Lalanor Elves.
Sure.
And then, can you regenerate it if it's already tapped?
Regenerate is the next time that creature would be destroyed this turn. It isn't. Instead, tap it, remove all damage, and remove it from combat. So
Okay.
yeah, you can regenerate even if it's tapped.
Got you. In that case, I will pass turn.
It's my anti-royal assassin hate.
I know. Hate to see it.
Tap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Issue is I only have... I feel like I have to. Yeah, I'll pay 1 and cast Lalanor Elves.
Okay.
I'll pass to you.
Interesting. Draw. Main 1. Interesting. Very interesting. 1. But I want to... I guess it makes sense to do this. Play an Astrolabe.
Okay. Not the
Pass
scales.
turn.
Okay, you're playing with fire again, Colin.
I know.
The longer you give my deck, the longer,
Exactly.
the quicker you'll die.
The thing is, my deck isn't fast. That's why I don't want to play against the burn deck, because it's too slow.
Fair. Untap, upkeep, draw. There's so many live draws right now. Oh, goodness. Combat.
Okay.
Swing for 3.
Interesting. I will block with the Lalanor.
Okay. Damage.
Response, I will tap the Lalanor to giant growth it.
In response, I will regenerate the chieftain.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I will actually, continue turn. Sorry. I can
Oh, that's
wait.
it. I'll just pass to you if you're done.
Okay. I'll tap the Royal Assassin to destroy the chieftain.
Fine. Actually, not fine. I will regenerate him again,
Okay. Cool.
and I'll pass to you. Oops.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I can play a forest, and now I have to do math.
Kill him, you bastard.
What's the best way to do this, though?
Oh, keep in mind, one thing we forgot in previous episodes, when you regenerate a creature, they're removed from combat.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't
Interesting.
really matter. Like,
Yeah,
the
I guess
same
in that
thing happens. But
interaction-
I guess if you had a first strike creature, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it would potentially, I don't know. Anyways, continue.
Right. Okay. I think the way to do this is 1 to crack the Astrolabe for 2 green,
Okay.
and then I cue the draw for your upkeep.
Yep.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to play Crawworm.
Sure. Yep.
Then I will tap the Royal Assassin to blow up your chieftain.
Chieftain goes down.
Maybe I should have done the Lalanor. I don't know. Hard to say. And then I'll pass turn there.
All right. Untap. Upkeep.
I will draw a card. Can he kill me? Every turn it's a possibility.
Remember last turn when you said, should you kill the Lalanor?
I should have killed the Lalanor.
For 2 green.
Oh god, here comes the channel. Oh god.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, and I don't know, 15 life. Fireball.
No! I should have killed the
Killed the
Lalanor.
Lalanor else it lives.
Man.
That was bad luck, dude. Because when you said that, I was like, yeah, I was in my head. I was waiting to draw the channel, right? That's why I cast the Lalanor else earlier, because I was like, I need the double green.
Yeah.
So when you said that, I'm like, it'd be really funny, but it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, and then it happened. Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, you have like what, 46 cards before that draw. I'm like, you have 2 channels.
I have 3
You
channels.
have 3 channels. The only way I can like get in this game is if I start hitting your face hard enough to make you.
No,
make decisions.
totally.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say because you didn't know I had the fireball in hand. But against a combo deck like this, I think like the lesson to take away from this is probably kill the Lalanor Elves and leave the Grills. Because you had the crawl worms to be able to like get through.
It's true.
Right?
I just drew another Crawworm too, so it was like coming.
Yeah. I mean, the opposite side of that is if I was to draw another forest, it wouldn't have mattered, right? But
Yeah.
it's tough. I don't know if you made a let us know in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you think that was the correct correct. I mean, obviously the audience has the hand information, so it's a little different, but I can see why you did it, because you kind of spent your resources to get rid of the gorilla.
Yeah.
And so like to not get rid of the gorilla at that point would have kind of been a feel bad. But yeah, that was just bad luck. But yeah, I think keeping me off double green is probably more important. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I did, like, in hindsight. I probably should have. Even then, I don't know if I would have been able to pressure you enough.
Yeah.
It's like, what would my next draw be? Okay, I would have had 3 craw worms. Maybe it was enough.
Yeah, I probably, and if you had the second craw worm in your hand, I think probably going for the Lalinor else was the right move.
I got it on the draw on your upkeep, so I had no clue.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
That's why I was like,
that's
okay.
very tough. That's very tough. Yeah,
Yeah.
because at that point, it's my regenerating ape versus your crawl worms bouncing off each other,
Yeah.
right?
Whereas, like, if I beat the ape, then it's like, okay, now I have a window.
Yeah, if you had the
Yeah.
second crawl worm, I definitely would have gone for the elves just because you knew you had the pressure to get through.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my other cards in hand were a fork, and I had another gorilla chieftain. And that's the other thing too, though, is if you had killed the Lalinor, else it would have phased any more gorilla chieftains, right? It would have stopped any other double green cards I may have had.
That's true.
But I don't know. That's a very tough choice, and it was a very
Oh, you
bad
had Meek
punish.
Stone. Yikes.
I had the one Meek Stone brought in from sideboard. I had a second Meek Stone too, but I decided to just bring the one in.
Yeah, Meek Stone would have wrecked me.
Yeah, that was the only card. That was the only card I sideboarded in.
I'm upset that I didn't get more ramp. I really stacked this thing with ramp. But
Yeah, can I see your deck?
I had
4
I had
animate dead.
4 animate deads, 4 rampant growths.
No, your
2
deck-
Lalinor
this
and
deck
2
is
Wall of
great.
Roots. Like,
Yeah,
it was a
yeah.
slapper. I do think this is like the one kind of deck that it sucks against. Either that or like kind of like an enchantment.
It's-
like some sort of like neutralization deck.
I would argue that moving forward or into the next episode, I would leverage your bet and put in something to stop combo. Like look for something to specifically stop
There
this
wasn't
deck because
Anything great.
Yeah, that's tough.
I could
'cause
think
you-
of,
you
or at least that I
basically
could
will
find
have
in
to
the
be in
time.
blue at that point.
Yeah, it's like blue or like, you know, white protection stuff or like,
even red for like land destruction maybe to
Yeah.
just get me off the colors. Because the thing with this combo deck that I was like kind of deck teching was like if I get 4 mana, you just need 4 mana to win.
yeah.
So like we've talked about before, this is a turn 1 win combo deck. Like you could pull it off if you were lucky.
Oh,
enough.
totally.
Like a Black Lotus, a land, channel Fireball.
Yeah.
Like it's already the land has to be red in that scenario. But yeah, it's kind of gross. Like that was, and my whole deck plan was, if you like are kind of looking through it a bit, I brought in the Wall of Roots and the Rook Eggs because I'm like, and the Chieftains just as kind of like a stall.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Well,
like,
that's what-
all I need to do
that's-
is survive long enough to be able to fireball you.
That's exactly what I noticed, which is why I teched in all the terrors and stuff. I'm like, you're not killing my creatures, so I probably
Yeah.
could have even taken away like animate deads and stuff. But I didn't really have better options.
True.
I had like pestilence, but like that doesn't really help me at all.
No. Well, the other thing to keep in mind against this deck in particular is if you can keep my life total lower than yours, then I can't do the combo effectively, right?
Yeah,
like I can still do it if I have enough mana, but it's a lot harder.
Right.
But yeah, man, it was a quick one, but it was tight. It was
No,
tight.
I think this was definitely more competitive than the last episode. My deck was just too slow.
You
Like,
opened 4 rampant growths. That's
Yeah.
so good. I don't know if I opened
I
any
know.
rampant growths.
dude, it's sick.
Yeah, dude, I didn't get a single rampant growth. I didn't get one.
Wow.
So that's, oh yeah, Mangara's Tomb. Did you see the one? I brought it in as well.
Yeah, it's sick. I wanted to play it so bad because then I'm like, then I can just have my like, I need a creature pile.
It's risky though, right? Because especially against my deck, red and green, there's
Yeah.
a decent chance I have artifact removal.
That's true.
That was
I
kind
think-
of my bet though, was bringing it
Yeah.
in my deck because if I played Mangara's Tomb, I could
Oh,
if I
yeah,
wanted
that
to go
would be
ball to the
nuts,
wall, I could
yeah.
load it up with 3 channels and 2 fireballs,
Yeah.
and I could just then ended up winning. But if you had artifact removal, it's really risky.
Just like crumble it. I had a couple crumbles in my sideboard.
Yeah. Yeah. So what did you get for your Wheel of Fortune?
Oh, you're gonna be upset.
2 uncommons. Double Force of Will. Okay. So in some ways you want to
So
lose next
part of me, I'm
episode.
like, maybe I just throw.
Honestly, like it's interesting because like obviously we're gonna both play our best, but
Yeah.
it's you kind of want to lose in some weird fucked way because
Yeah.
if you don't lose, then I can just have my 1 ban for Force of Will.
Yeah.
And I'm totally
and then
fine
that
with
like
it.
wrecks me.
Yeah. So
It's kind of like the Swords to Plowshare situation again.
totally. Yeah, like I only have 1, you have 3. Like in some ways it might have been beneficial just to take 1.
I was thinking about it, but like on the off chance it does somehow survive. Also, it opens up like tutors. Like, what if I get a bunch of tutors in the next opening?
True.
Then my tutors are safe.
That's true. That is true.
What is... So it kind of, I'm like, at least I know what you're gonna go for if you go for it, and I can like, I mean, you've been hating on that
true.
a lot.
You know,
but...
in a way, you kind of force me into it a bit. Like, you're kind of saying, hey, Force of Will's the target.
Yeah.
Leave my other stuff alone, right?
Yeah.
And then it puts me in a position where it's like, okay, maybe I want to hit something else, but it's like, you have 3 Force of Wills. Like, that's just...
It's like, don't you touch my brain geyser.
I'm not gonna be fucking banning that.
That maybe I'll play one day. Who knows?
One day. What did you get in anything spicy in Mirage?
There's so much.
Did you get a Lion's Eye Diamond?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't either. I didn't get anything too crazy, but I did open a Poggers pack, which was I cracked Poggers as fuck. Yeah. I freaked out when I opened it because it was the first card was like I was trying to read it, and then the card to its right caught my eye. It was Worldly Tutor. And so I went over to Worldly Tutor and I was like, I was like, fuck. Like, it was like a chain reaction. It was like I started reading the rare, saw the Worldly Tutor, dragged my eyes over to the right, caught a glimpse of the next card on the right, which was Mystic Tutor. I opened 2 tutors in one pack.
Oh my god.
And I freaked the fuck out. And then get this, I didn't open 1 Worldly Tutor. I didn't open 2 Worldly Tutor. I opened 3 Worldly Tutor.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nuts. I only got the 1 tutor and it was the Worldly Tutor you saw. You weren't playing them in your deck?
I thought about it, but like this deck isn't a creature-based deck, so it's not like I'm looking for anything in particular, right?
Yeah, I feel that makes sense. I got 3 Bone Harvests, which is actually pretty lit.
Which one's that?
It's a 3-mana instant. Put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library. Draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep.
It's pretty good. That's instant?
Yeah, it's an instant speed. So it's like actually pretty sick for, I think it's just a common. Let me...
So you didn't get the white tutor, right?
No.
I mean, this is, again, a very gross Wheel of Fortune for your next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you hit uncommon common, you get 2 tutors if you want. Like,
yeah, it's pretty nuts.
It's pretty good. All right, everybody, we are done with Mirage. I thought it was fun. I had a lot of fun with the set. Opening it.
I think I had fun too. I mean, I'm the channel Fireball was coming, and part of me was excited to see it in action. Yeah. Just sucks that I was on that end of it.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair. But next episode, we're going to be in Visions, which is the follow-up, and we're going to have the chance to open Vampiric Tutors, so that's fun. Colin gets his Wheel of Fortune for Mirage, which is very strong.
Bank on those cards.
Lion Eye Diamond could be
pick
up too. I don't know if it's useful in any capacity, but
pick up the diamond.
Yeah.
It's one of those cards you bank for later, you know.
Like your Mana Crypt or Mana Vault or whatever.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Yeah. Pour one
like
out
my brain geyser.
Yeah, like your brain geyser. That's right. But we are going to be going into Visions, and then the following episode is going to be the ban episode. Before that, we may be having another live stream.
We did pass 200 subs.
We did. That's a good... You're fucking right. I forgot to mention we are at 200 subscribers.
I think it's 201 now, actually.
201.
Yeah.
That is true. And thank you all for subscribing. Hitting 200 is exciting. I know how motivated we were to hit 100, and now we're double that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about.
Yep.
It's kind of happening in a similar time cycle almost, too, because we hit 100 pretty close to when we finished the first season.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. So we're getting 100 subs per season.
Yeah.
I think we could.
So 8 more seasons till we can get money.
Those are rookie numbers. We gotta pump those numbers up. Come on, Filthy Casuals community.
To tell your friends, tell your
friends.
wife, tell your kids, tell your dog. Make accounts to. No, don't do that. That's too much. Don't make accounts to subscribe to us.
It's true though. Do you really want us to not make any money from this hard work until 8 seasons?
Imagine how much more time than 3 hours you could put into sound if I wasn't busy making money doing other things.
That's true. That's true. We will get that editor one day. One day. But yes, we would very much appreciate it if you did decide to follow us. And for those who are following us and subscribed, and those who like and comment, We very much appreciate it.
Very much.
But for now, we are finishing Mirage and going into Visions. We're going to be announcing a live stream soon, so keep an eye out for that. Probably in the next episode, we'll have the specifics of it. For those who didn't get to catch the first live stream Commander game, it was a lot of fun, and we are going to have a bigger pool of cards to work with. So
Totally.
it's going to be a completely different ball game.
We'll have good commanders.
Eh,
I'll have a good commander, maybe.
Good is subjective.
Better, I mean, I love Jacques, but...
Better than Jacques.
Better than Jacques.
I don't know about Toshiro, though. He's pretty good.
Dude, Toshiro's sick.
Yeah, I still need to play a Grixis deck one of these days, but keep an eye out for that. We're going to be announcing that soon. And as always, we here at Filthy Casuals are tipping our cards sideways, and we very much hope that you'll continue to tip alongside us. And here's a tip. If you're going to win, win with style.
Also, always kill the elf.
It's true. Always kill the elf. See, think about it. Lord of the Rings, if they had just killed Legolas.
Yeah, like Legolas was definitely killing more orcs than Gimli, as per the movies.
Ooh, any Gimli fans out there gonna take issue with that?
I mean, Gimli, I feel like I would be better friends with Gimli than Legolas, but gotta give credit to Legolas. He's better at killing things.
That's true. He did kill an elephant, which was pretty exciting as well.
Yeah.
So,
but it still only counts as one.
it's true. It only counts as one. We at Filthy Casuals continue to traverse the multiverse. Today we're on the Mirage plane, one of the three. I'm going to say Zalfir. I'm going to hedge my bets and say we're on Zalfir. But tomorrow, who knows what visions may come. My name's Kieran.
My name's Colin.
And we'll catch you guys later. There will be a Lord of the Rings set coming out in 2022, I believe. And we'll be able to play a Gimli versus Legolas deck.
Oh, shit. Are you Team Gimli or are you Team Legolas?
I want to be Legolas. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
You're a dwarf red player guy anyways.
It's not Team Croft versus Team Lang for the live stream. It's Team Gimli versus Team Legolas. We'll do that.
That's right. That's right.